I want to come to Starbucks. Any allergies we need to be aware of?
No, thank you.
What can I get for you?
Can I have a medium iced brown sugar espresso, please?
Of course you can, love. Anything else for you?
Can I have a chocolate chunk cookie as well, please?
A chocolate chunk cookie as well?
Yep.
Is that everything today then, lovey?
That's it, thank you.
That's great. Can I just take a name?
Yeah, it's Sophie.
Brill. Do you want to just drive round when you come?
Yeah, thank you. Hiya.
It's $6.97. Okay.
I've got the Starbucks app and then I'll pay the rest on card. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just pay that on card. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See you later. You too. Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. So I have just been to Starbucks and I have ordered an iced brown sugar espresso because I've seen everyone ordering them and I've seen them on the menu but I've never actually had one. I just think they're quite strong, 3 shots in, which is very, very strong, and obviously I'm pregnant so I don't know if that's a good thing, but I got woken up at 4:45 this morning, so you know what? I'm going for it. So I've just had my 20-week scan, but I was actually 21 weeks. I'm 21 weeks today. My scan was meant to be on Monday just gone, but we were in Wales. So that was at 8:30 and it's now 22 minutes past 10. It's so weird saying that because every time I look at the clock it's 22 minutes past. I actually tried to film an intro to this video on the way, and when I was filming I looked at the clock and it was 22 minutes past 8, and Casper was born at 17:22 and this baby's 12-week scan was at 14:22, which is basically 22:22 if you was to do it the other way around. It was 2:22. So 22 is a very popular number in my life right now. But I just thought I'd quickly come to Starbucks. I wanted to try this coffee. I need a coffee. I'm exhausted. And I've got a client at 11 o'clock. So I've got enough time to get back to her and train her and stuff. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a pregnancy update vlog because I've not done any pregnancy videos in a long time. I say a long time, it's probably been like 4 weeks. But I just thought I'd do a pregnancy update, especially when I've just had my 20-week scan. So there's a lot to catch up on really, I think. I had a gestational diabetes test at 16 weeks. I don't actually know the results from that, so I'm guessing that I don't have it. I've not been mentioned anything from it today. I've never got told I don't have it, but I've definitely not been told I do have it, so I don't think I've got it this time, or it might not have developed yet because I did have it with my last pregnancy. But I'll insert the clips from that in here because I filmed that obviously like 7 weeks ago. So I'm just filming on my phone because my camera died. But I've come out of my GD test and I'm eating a McDonald's. This is literally an identical video to the one I did last time. I remember having that GD test and I went straight to McDonald's and I pretty much parked up where I'm parked up now, which is like semi on the way home, just like a little lay-by, because I don't like pulling up in car parks and eating. I don't know why, I just don't. So I've got a chicken legend chips and I've got some new cheesy garlic bites, which I didn't even know they existed, didn't even know they were a thing. I'm literally only going to film this for like 2 more minutes because there's a massive group of walkers about to pass my car, and I'm just going to have to blend it as if I'm not even eating a McDonald's. But yeah, I haven't actually got my test results straight away, which they did come last time straight away. But I think it's because I was so far gone. I was like 37 weeks. Whereas this time I'm obviously only 16 weeks. So they are sending my bloods off. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Well, it was. I was starving and I had headache. But here we are, I'm eating now. So I am fine. And then I've just had my... yeah, so 21 week scan. So my after my 13 week scan, I got 12 week scan, I got a letter to say that I have been diagnosed with low pap A, which is something that I've never actually heard of before. So I got this letter through the post, and it was pretty awful to read, to be honest. It's not a very nice letter to read. It does say what does it mean. It just says there's a chance of a lower birth weight as your placenta may not work well, an increased chance of having an early birth, miscarriage in the second half of pregnancy. Like, obviously that's not what you really want to hear, but all I got was like the standard letter from the NHS that everyone gets. I didn't get told what my levels were or anything like that, and I just got told I'll be having growth scans and might have to go on aspirin. Then I had my midwife appointment at 16 weeks. She said she didn't know anything. She didn't know my levels. So I've had this scan today. And then I had to wait for the midwife. And I've been on my own as well, by the way, because Josh could not get the time off work. So yeah, then I had to talk to this midwife, and she was like, it's not really my field. I don't really know much about it. So I was just sat there thinking, well, that's just great. You know as much as I do, really. So she gave me the letter that I've already got, and I was like, I've already got this letter, I've already read it. And then I asked her if she knew what my levels were, and she said she didn't know, because I was like, I've seen some people have to go on aspirin. And she was like, oh, you're not on aspirin? I said no. And she was like, well, you should be. I was like, well, I'm not, honey. Like, I've not been told by anyone that I need to go on aspirin. So she said she left the room, went to go and check with this like doctor that knows about it. Don't know why she couldn't speak to me. And she said that she sent me a prescription for aspirin through the post with that letter, and I said she didn't because I never received one. So I've just been given a prescription for aspirin. So I've now got to take aspirin every day for the rest of my pregnancy, which is obviously fine because I know now that I need to take that, but it's obviously not fine, is it? Because I should have really been taking it from 13 weeks and I'm now 21 weeks. But the baby is growing fine. They've double confirmed that it's definitely a girl. She's really, really active. I feel her moving all the time as well, like proper wriggly movements, which I never felt with my little boy until about 23 weeks. But this is the picture that I got of her. But they never told me what my blood flow actually was like or anything, so I'm actually really none the wiser, other than the fact that I'm now on aspirin. The only thing I managed to see was when the midwife left the room, my notes from my scan, it said something about my right artery was fine, or it didn't really say anything, and then it said my left artery is on the 96th centile. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So what I've done is I've put it in this low pap A group that I'm a part of on Facebook, and just asked on there to see if anyone has anything to say. I don't think anyone's actually replied yet. Let me see. No, it's just been approved. So I'll catch up on this vlog and obviously just explain, if anyone can explain it to me. I've tried googling it, but there's just so much information, I just can't really work out what I need to read. 2 seconds. I'm just going to try this drink because I've never tried it before. That is nice. It's fucking, sorry, excuse my language. It's very strong though, wow. I also got a cookie, because you know what? I felt like treating myself to a chocolate chip cookie from Starbucks because I really like them. That drink's really low calories as well. I think it's like 150 calories, which is good. So it's the iced brown sugar, oat milk, shaken espresso. I think it needs stirring, but when you don't have straws anymore, I feel like I can't really stir it. I feel like the ice brown sugar might be this stuff at the bottom here. It is nice though. But yeah, I'll catch up with you when I know more about this low pape. I'm going to also show you my bump when I get home. I've got quite a big bump now. This is why I'm just not that worried about her growth, because she looks a good size on the scan. Like, she looks similar to what Casper was. She's got a really good heartbeat. She's really active. The woman didn't say anything about her like being a really small baby or anything like that. She just said she's looking really healthy and really good, like everything's fine. So I'm just trying not to overthink it. I do say with this low pape, like 2 years ago, it wasn't even a thing. Like, they didn't even look into it. You'd just find out like 28, 32 weeks that you've got a small bump, and that you'd be referred for growth scan. But I've actually got a really big bump. It's bigger than when I was pregnant with Casper, and Casper was growing off the chart. So we will see what comes of it. So yeah, I've got a client at 11 in half an hour, and then I'm going for a facial at Harvey Nicks in Leeds today, which will be really nice. So it's a gifted facial. I wasn't going to take it because I was like, do you know what, do I really need to do this? Like, it's the first Thursday I've had since my mum's been away to myself. I've got stuff to do. But then I thought, no, do you know what, Sophie, treat yourself. Like, it's a nice facial, you need the break, and I just feel like I really need it today. So hopefully it will be nice. They know that I'm pregnant anyway, so it's aimed at pregnancy. But I'll catch up with you later, guys. I don't really think I've got anything else to say other than the fact that these midwives and doctors and the maternity ward, they can just be useless, can't they? It's quite scary, really. Because I just think if it was something really serious and they'd like missed it. I mean, it is serious, I guess, but I don't know if it's that serious because I don't know what my levels are. But if my levels are really, really low, then it is really serious, because it can also cause preeclampsia, which can happen from any, I think really preeclampsia can happen from like 20 weeks, and it can be like bad news. But yeah, I'm gonna go and we'll catch up soon. So please excuse the state of the house. As some of you may know, we've just moved house and everything is a complete mess. Here are all my shoes, which are usually under the bed, but we had to move the bed due to our new paneling, so we just haven't moved it back yet because we know it's going to need decorating. I've not put the shoes back under because I know I'm going to have to pull them back out. But I just thought I would give you a little bump update. I say little, but I actually think it's huge. So this is bump at 21 weeks, pregnant today, with just some normal leggings on. They're not actually maternity leggings. And then this is bump when I let it sit. I mean, it's such a weird shape. When I let it just sit under my leggings, I actually just look massive. I just don't. She said my fluid levels are normal as well. That is a huge stretch mark, isn't it? Wow. I need to get oil in. That is scary. That is a blue stretch mark. I never got any stretch marks with Casper, so this is new to me, I'm afraid. Not that I'm like overly bothered by it, but look at all those. Like, they are literally new stretch marks. Oh my god, I've only just noticed them. Oh, I'm gonna have to be so much more stricter with my oiling. I think I'm gonna have to do it twice a day. Maybe get some new massage cream. But I am literally just huge, so I'm not surprised I've got stretch marks. I've not even been overeating either. Like, I just have really big bumps when I'm pregnant. My belly button is absolutely disgusting. It is like an elephant seal nose. It makes me feel physically sick. I'm not even joking. But yeah, that is 21 weeks pregnant. How? Like, Oh my god, it's mental. I can actually see some stretch marks I've never looked before. I feel really bad that I'm like kind of moaning about this on this vlog because I know they're not even that bad compared to what some people get. But I just think because I didn't have any with Casper, it's just a bit of a shock. Like that there is new to me. Wow. Well, so pregnancy wise, like how I'm feeling and stuff, I feel so much more energized than what I did in my first trimester. My first trimester, which I can imagine is very similar to anyone else's, especially with baby number 2, baby number 3 and so on, I can just imagine it's just so tiring. Like I was honestly so exhausted. Oh my god, I can't even explain how tired I was. Looking back now, it's like a blur. Like I can physically remember how tired I was because it was that bad. Like I can literally put myself into that position. But luckily I'm just not that tired anymore. Like before I was having to go to bed when Casper went to bed, like 7, half 7. Now I can literally stay up till 10 o'clock. Like yeah, I'm tired, but I'm not like absolutely exhausted. I was probably feeling a little bit depressed in my first trimester. I just felt really unmotivated. I felt really negative, and I just felt, I'd say sad, but that's like the wrong term. I don't really know how I felt. I just can't even explain how I felt. I think it didn't help going to Dubai when I was 8 weeks, because then when I got back and I was like 9 weeks, I did feel a little bit, I had really bad holiday blues. So I do think that just made me feel a little bit depressed as well. But on a whole, I do genuinely feel so much better. I'm still not fully as motivated as what I was before I got pregnant. Like as in work-wise, YouTube video-wise, gym-wise. Obviously I know that's never going to be the same because my goals are so different. I'm not here to lose weight. I'm not here to like be on a diet. But I do think I could also do a little bit better. But it's not helped that there's been quite a few bank holidays and Casper's not gone to nursery, and also my mum and dad have been away for 3 weeks. So that's 3 Thursdays I've had looking after Casper like all day when I'd usually go to the gym. So yeah, I think it's just been one of those things that it's kind of out of my control. Josh works really long hours. He is out the house at 5:30 most mornings and not home till 8, 9 p.m. and I'm definitely not going to the gym at that time, because the sleep is more important. And then the weather's just not been great at all. I've hardly, you know, I've not done 10,000 steps every day. I've not been out on nice long walks every day because the weather's just not been great, to be honest. Like that's something that I've not relied on very well. But I'm definitely feeling better in this second trimester. Like I'm definitely feeling more human, and I just can't believe we are halfway. She's moving loads now. I can't believe we have potentially less than 20 weeks left. I feel like the first trimester, the first 14 weeks just dragged so much, and now I'm like, this is actually going to be over quicker than what I think it is. Like we're more than halfway, and there's no room decorated, which is fine. Casper didn't have a room decorated. I've literally hardly bought anything for this baby. When I was pregnant with Casper, I had already bought loads of unisex stuff because we never found out what we were having. And also I'd ordered like the pram. There was so much stuff that I'd ordered. But this is going to be baby girl's room. So it's currently just all grey. There's just all grey walls. So I'm going to start painting this on Monday. It's now Thursday. I'm going to start painting it next week and just paint all the walls white. And then we are going to do like a really nice white pink scallop edging all the way around. I don't really know how it works against a windowsill actually. And then this room is just full of crap, as you can see. But I've also got this like pink cushion and blanket that was saved from something else that I'm going to put on like a little rocking chair in the corner. I've hardly literally bought her anything. I've got this one outfit which says I'm the new baby sister from Asda. And then I've just bought this 3-pack of baby grows from Sainsbury's. They're in up to 1 month, which is what Casper was in when he was born. So I thought these were really cute and adorable. I love like things with little peaches on, and then there's these with flowers. But they're literally the only clothes that I've bought brand new. So I will do a room nursery transformation in here. But yeah, this is going to be her bedroom. It's bigger than what Casper's bedroom was in our old house because we don't have the bulkhead. With Casper's old room, we had a bulkhead here, and even with the bulkhead, there still wasn't as much room this side. But then the door, there was room behind this door, but the room is definitely wider still than Casper's room because this bit is so much wider. I think before the door probably came to here. I don't know actually. Maybe it's as wide, but because we had the bulkhead before, it just made it look really small. But we don't have the bulkhead this time. So yeah, this is baby girl's room to be. I feel like there's not much else to update you on. My fashion sense is shocking right now. Again, I think because of the weather, it's just really hard to dress. I feel like all I'm wearing is leggings or cycling shorts and a t-shirt and a jumper. So I do feel really frumpy, a little bit like, I don't know, not manly, but just not very sexy at all. I think if the weather was nice, I would be wearing a lot more dresses and trainers, like dresses and Birkenstocks. But we've just not had the weather to even consider wearing a dress. So I'm literally just in a night jumper and leggings, which has basically been my staple wardrobe since I found out I was pregnant because this bump just grew so quickly. But yeah, I'm gonna head to Leeds now for my facial, and if there's anything else to update you on, I'll let you know. Just a little update before I end this vlog. I have been taking aspirin now for maybe 4 or 5 days, and the first time I took it in the evening because that's when the midwife told me to take it, but stupidly I'd not really eaten anything since 5 o'clock and I took it at like 8, and I did have a really bad headache. I felt really sick, and then in the morning I had a really bad nosebleed, and then the other night I also had a nosebleed. So I don't know if that's to do with the aspirin or not. Oh, shit. But I'm just going to continue to take it until I have my growth scan in, I think it was 2 weeks on Wednesday and it's now Monday. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to take it for 2 weeks. I think my prescription will last 2 weeks anyway. I think that's all I've got like enough of. See what my growth scan is saying, and obviously if they say that the baby is measuring at a really good weight, or looks like they're measuring at a really good weight, then I will probably just stop taking it. I know there's not really any harm in taking aspirin, and I've spoke to people on this low pap A support group on Facebook, and they've just said like, yes, it can cause more bleeding, which is why I think obviously it's caused my nosebleeds. A lot of people have said that they stopped taking it around 35 weeks in case they need a C-section, and obviously you don't want to be like having more bleeding. But then a lot of people have said they've also just not taken it at all because they know so many people that just were not affected by this low pap A. It's kind of one of them things where 50% of people they tell that have got it, it's kind of just scaring them for no reason. There's actually nothing wrong with the baby, it doesn't affect the baby. And then 50% of people that have it, it does actually affect the weight of the baby and causes things like preeclampsia. But I'm just feeling really heavy now. I literally feel like I've got an egg stuck to my stomach. So she's now, I'll be 22 weeks on Thursday. So I'm just over 21 weeks. And my scar is really starting to hurt. So I've had a previous C-section and my C-section scar is absolutely killing me. I don't know if it's because yesterday I was at a wedding and I was a bridesmaid and I wore some like light coloured knickers and they were really digging into me. I don't know if that is why my scar's hurting so much, but I just feel like, I don't know, my scar just feels really lumpy and weird. So when I see my midwife or when I go for the growth scan, I can't remember which one comes first, I actually think it's the growth scan. I will just say to them that my C-section scar is really pulling, and just see what they say. But yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog here because I feel like that is my pregnancy updates for now. I've said everything that I need to say. There's not really much more I can even think of that is an update. I've still been taking my pregnant care vitamins. I can't remember if I've said this already or not. So I take 2 gummies a morning, and I also take a vitamin C and zinc tablet. Zinc is really, in fact I've not even taken one of these today, I'll do that now. Zinc is really good for preventing stretch marks. So zinc has some sort of property in it that helps to prevent stretch marks. So I always make sure I take one of these. Even though there's zinc in the multivitamins, there's not like a really high dose of zinc, so that's why I take like an extra zinc supplement. My hands are looking a bit orange because obviously I was fake tanning yesterday. But yeah, I'm just gonna literally edit this video today, hopefully get it up live tomorrow. Then I'm 22 weeks on Thursday. Like I say, at the wedding yesterday, so many people were asking me how far gone I am and when I'm due, and when I said October, they were literally in shock, like actually in shock, because I just looked massive. I just have really big bumps for some reason, and this one seems bigger than the last one already, so who knows what will happen. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video.